Good morning, it's another piece of 8 video. This one's not a crucial video, but it's a game mechanism that'll help if there's some problem with ships. Here's a ship in the hex facing face to face. It's all marvellous. Now sometimes, only sometimes, it'll be impossible for a ship to move. For example, if a ship was there, this larger ship can move. It may want to go through the little ship, but that's just silly, it can't do it. But it could turn left or larboard, or it could turn right. So movement is not obstructed. However, it might be the case that it's impossible for the ship to move due to being boxed in by the ships on all sides. As I said, this is quite rare. If this is the case, only if this is the case, then what this ship that's blocked in can do, and I'll put it on a red hexagon, the red hexagon's the blocked in ship, it can force its way through. So it can move ahead and force this other ship to adopt the same directions, they're parallel, or it could choose to move to the right and force this ship to adopt the same direction as itself. It's a bit like pushing and shoving. Or it could go to its left and it will force the ship into its own direction. Of course, if you're doing this pushing and shoving, your maximum movement is only 1 hex. It's a little rule to allow for those cases where things are really jammed in. So, if a ship cannot move, there's no options at all, then it will still get the 1 hex move, but the 1 hex move is the total move, no matter which way the wind is facing. The 1 hex move will be the total move. Now it might also be true, there's a little ship again, it might be true that it's blocked in by another ship so it can't move. Absolutely fine. We're talking about our little ship blocked in by this really big ship. If it just cannot move, it's impossible to do anything, then once again it could make the ship it's with swivel 1 face. And then it could attempt to move 1 hex. So all ships in pieces of 8 are allowed a minimum move of their 1 hex, unless they're facing into the wind and they're tacking. So if a ship cannot move, there's no other option whatsoever, it can force another ship to adopt the same direction to allow it to pass. And the ship might be totally blocking where it wants to go, so it forces it, or it might be in the same hex. Or the ship itself might be against the table edge. If a ship's against the table edge, once again, free of charge, it can change a face and then roll to move a hexagon of movement. So ships always get to move. They're never ever fully jammed in. The reason is mainly because the ship model scale isn't the same as the ground scale. In reality, these models should be about half the size if the ground scale was the same as the model scale. So model ships are twice as big as they should be for the ground scale. But obviously they've got to be big enough to be enjoyable to use them and to be visually attractive. And in real life there'll be plenty of room to get through. So if a ship's jammed in, you swivel this ship and the other ship until it goes in another direction. So if I want to turn left here, it goes there, and the ship has to comply with the direction that I choose in my little ship. It's a pushing and shoving thing. It's rare that it happens in games, but it does happen. Thank you.